Welcome to another episode of Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, where I scour the internet and I look for situations where I can offer my unsolicited opinion and advice and perspective. So we have the last couple episodes we have been doing Helen Help Us. Love it. And those are done. We're done. We're done with that now. Okay. But there were some other, I don't even know what these are because it says hints from Heloise. I don't know if that's the same. I doubt it's the same person because Helen Help Us was Helen Bottle, Bottel, and then we have Heloise, Heloise, and I don't know what any of this means. So let's go. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know what kind of advice people are asking Heloise. I don't know what hints from Heloise is, but we're doing it. So here we go. And it's from the same one. What is the it's the Morning Record in Meridian County, Tuesday, August 4th, 1971. All right, here we go. Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah, you must help me. Do, do, do. As I go from room to room, I find myself thinking, now what have I come upstairs for? Oh, there's a whole TikTok about this. There's a whole TikTok. I don't know what they're called. Sub-TikToks? I don't know. TikTok threads? TikTok. I don't know what they're called on TikTok. But there's a whole lot of TikToks about this. I have this. Now, what did I come upstairs for? I think this is talking to myself. What? As I go from room to room, I find myself thinking, now, what did I come upstairs for? I think this is talking to myself. I have only 4 children. Only 4 children? We're putting 4 is only? I only have 4. I mean, in 1971, how many were you expected to have before we start saying only? I mean, I only have 4 children. When one interrupts me, I forget what I was thinking about. Yeah, that's what children are, interrupters. Am I going crazy? No. I can't afford a psychiatrist. Signed, lovingly hoping. I don't, no, lovingly hoping. You are not going crazy. And I want to, I want to normalize you using the correct description instead of the broad stroke of crazy. It sounds like you're overwhelmed, and that's not being crazy. Having 4 children, first of all, I don't know if we can say, I don't know what this only 4 children is about. That's wild to me. But children interrupt. I have children, and they will attempt to interrupt my thoughts, but I won't let them. Like, I literally tell them, when you look at me, if I'm reading something, or if I look like I'm thinking, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish, please. Please. Okay? And I have a habit of like I'll be thinking something and the 9-year-old will be, doing his best to get my attention. And I'll let him know, let me finish these thoughts. Let me finish these thoughts. And because I need to finish my thoughts. And when he asks me for something, I let him know it's going in. It's not jumping to the top of my priorities because I had other things that I was doing. I had other things that I was thinking about. And what you're thinking about does not become a priority to me just automatically. Okay? So you're not crazy. Well, from this, I can say that this is not, you're not going crazy. What did I come? First of all, I have a lot of questions for you, lovingly hoping. Okay? You must help me. I go from room to room. I find myself thinking, now what did I come upstairs for? Okay, so you're thinking it. I think this is talking to myself. Okay? Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, I guess because it's inner dialogue. I guess. Okay. If that's what you talking to yourself, if talking to yourself is you thinking thoughts directed at yourself, okay. Okay. I get where you're going with that. I get where you're going with that. I mean, I don't know if considering that talking to yourself is or is not a red flag for your mental sanity. I don't know. I only have 4 children. When one interrupts me, I forget what I was thinking about. So there are things that you can consume that will increase your ability to stay focused. That's the truth. There are a lot of options out nowadays that are like coffee alternatives, and they have mushrooms in them. It's like a different way to microdose, I guess. I don't know how much mushrooms are in these things, but I know they help with focus. So you can drink, because I'm not going to suggest that you start drinking coffee with mushrooms in it, because there are things that you can drink. The one I know about is it has chicory root in it. Chicory root, and you can drink that. It has mushrooms, and it'll give you steady energy for these only 4 children. Your only 4 children, your 4 children only, because you've only got 4 of them. And it'll help you have steady energy throughout the day. It'll help increase your focus, and so when your children, which they will, and I don't know how old these children are, darling, but I think it's always a good thing to let your children know that you exist as a whole entire human being. I think that's always an age-appropriate lesson for children. I'm a whole ass person. I'm a whole ass person. I have to eat, I have to drink, I have to go to the bathroom. I think thoughts that sometimes, oh dear God, please, sometimes have nothing to do with you. Have nothing to do with you as my child that I love. I mean, I love you, and there are times when I'm not thinking directly about you, right? And I think that is a wonderful understanding that children need to immediately come to understanding, is that I'm a whole ass person. And so if you see me, let's just say, walking the halls of the household, and something just pops into your mind, and I've just got to know this immediately. No, that something popped into my mind too. Something popped right into my mind too, and I've got to know this. So I'm gonna take this time to think about what I was thinking about, and some children, they talk so much to you that you might want to encourage them to write some stuff down. I knew that was coming out because it wasn't hurting like it used to. I wasn't tearing up involuntarily because of the pinching. So it was just too comfortable. So I knew. Yeah, you might want to encourage some children to write stuff down. There's dry erase boards. What is a fantastic idea, and I love this idea for you, lovingly hoping, is get you some chalkboard paint. Get you some chalkboard paint, and paint just multiple surfaces in your home, like the hallway walls and the walls in between the doors. Sometimes they're like, just paint multiple places so that you're high and low, depending on your age group. That way, and you take a thumbtack, take a push pin, and you tie some chalk to it. Okay? And that way, throughout the house, whenever they're thinking a random ass thought, just go ahead and write it down. Go ahead and write it down. And when I come through, when I'm walking through the hallways, and I see these random thoughts, you'll know that I've seen them because I'll erase them. Or I'll strike them out. Whatever system. Or check them off. I'll check them off. And then when you see that I've checked it off, then you can erase it. Or you can elaborate. You know what I mean? Like, that can be a way that children reduce the amount of time that they just come up to you with random shit. You know what I mean? Here you are solving an intergalactic, formula, and here's little Petey talking about how, his game was going. Oh, there's this guy in my game here. Isn't that funny, mommy? Yes, Petey. Now we'll never know how to time travel. But yes, that was hilarious. You know what I mean? So that's my advice to you. And also, when you're saying to yourself, now what did I come upstairs for? Let me give you a little tidbit. Doorways are portals. Okay? Doorways are portals. And you may have passed from downstairs to upstairs, you may have passed through many a portal. And that's why from the time you go downstairs to upstairs, you don't remember what you came for. You have to affirm what you're doing in your travels. Okay? So I do this often at work because I travel from one kitchen through many doorways before I get to where I'm going. And I will affirm what my goal is for my travels. Okay? Scallions beats peppers. Okay? Before I get through that mother loving door, after I go through the door. Okay? Scallions beats peppers. Walk. Scallions beats peppers. In the hallway, scallions beats peppers. Okay? I'm not just saying them over and over again. It's strategically. I'm saying them strategically. So people may see me, but this is how I don't just go upstairs and not remember what the hell I went upstairs for. Because I am intentional in my travels. I'm affirming my goal and my purpose for my travels. And getting into the practice of this has really helped me throughout my life because it helps me to maintain my focus. And that's enough. So in addition to the mushrooms helping you and whatever else ingredients is in the coffee alternative drink that you drink in the morning to have sustained energy and increased focus. And there's many things that you can take to increase your focus. But in addition to consuming things, we can do things. There are actions that we can take to increase our focus, right? So doing those things together will help you remember what you're doing in life at different points. Because that's important as a mom of only 4 children to remember, what the fuck am I doing? That's important to remember. Okay? Because you get lost in the sauce of your only 4 children's sauciness. Right? It becomes overwhelming. It becomes all-consuming. And it's imperative that you remember. And that's why it's imperative that you teach them. Right? That you're a whole ass person. You're a whole ass person. You gotta remember, you're a whole ass person. Yes, you went upstairs to get the new drapes for the season, right? Yes, that is what you came upstairs to do, right? But you're not doing it just for the children, but this is who you are. You do things because this is who you are, and they benefit from that, right? They benefit from you changing out the household, every season. You fold up the winter blinds and you put them away, and you bring out, the fuck comes out the winter? Spring. You bring out the spring blinds, right? So it's important for you as a mom of 4 to remember who you are and stay focused on what you're doing. Right? In the broad sense, and in the each and every moment sense. So do things that increase your focus. And I want to, just one more thing. I do want to encourage you to say things out loud. Unblock your throat chakra. Okay, don't just think them. And I've said this to you all before, I'm almost certain. But thinking things and saying things, there's a whole different process from your thoughts, right? From just neuron, just electric things shooting out. Those are thoughts, right? It's okay. And there's a whole other thing going on when you say your thoughts. Okay? Saying them and thinking them are two different things. So I encourage you to actually talk out loud to yourself so that you can hear yourself. You gotta hear yourself because you gotta hear what you sound like. That's one of the ways that you can determine, where these thoughts are coming from. Okay? And how you feel about these thoughts. Because I tell you all, if I could tell you all something over and over again, is there have been many, many things that I have thought that when I said them out loud, I heard it. And I had been thinking these things long time I thought these things. Long time I was confident in my thoughts, okay? Very confident. I think I heard it. No, mommy. No. It's trash. You know what I mean? So, and it's because I heard it out loud. I heard it out loud. That's how I found out that I was, at one time, paranoid. I said what I was thinking out loud. And I heard it. And I was like, oh my God. You fucking, that's paranoia. That's paranoia. I heard it. So, that is what I encourage everyone to do. The different processes that we go through matter. So think your thoughts, say them out loud, write them down. These three different process, even the different ways we write, writing them out versus typing them versus texting them, right? For me, the fantastic bridging of all of it is thinking my thoughts and, talk to texting them. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that. Because it's a good way, first of all, to see what is being heard. Because I think I'm clear when I speak. And then I talk to text and I'm like, oh, that's what you heard. Right? So it's I encourage all of us to go through the processes. And that helps us focus these things. Thinking our thoughts, talking about what we think, writing down what we think, all of that increases our focus on what's important to us. And it's important to decide what's important to you. That's very important. So that's my help. Lovingly hoping. I didn't think I was going to spend this much time on that short ass thing. But y'all can tell I'm not focused on this YouTube algorithm. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what? Now that I have a studio, I have a studio, I'm gonna put it on the wall. I'm gonna take a thumbtack and put it on the wall to encourage you all to subscribe to my Dear Qadriyyah Safiyyah channel, to encourage you all to like the videos and to share them. And I'm not going to encourage you all to leave comments because I do want you up. That's when you know it's time to wrap it up. And the children at the park are having so much fun that you don't know if your people can hear you or not. All right, y'all. Much success to us all.